force it to Dust 2, I think Case have a super solid chance of winning this one out. But they're sort of hemmed in here on the knife. They have to battle their way out of that corner, but they will do so.
Surrounded on all sides.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
they do get it done in the end. Even like a little BM slash toward the end, and the Brazilians will probably be starting on the CT side here, as we will be seeing the pistol round go ahead shortly.
Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned BM, and it just instantly reminded me of watching Menezes these past couple days.
Oh, that's just that's
I
less
just,
BM and more WP, you know.
yeah, just
He's
spraying
just
easies around, you know. To be fair, it was easy for him.
it was easy for him. It's not
Yeah,
even bad manners. It's just
yeah,
facts, you
yeah,
know. Can't be angry at a guy for spitting straight facts.
yeah. And I mean, I'm looking forward to watching Menezes and the rest of that Nava Junior side again tomorrow. Obviously, winner of this match will be playing against the Nava Junior side in that consolidation final for this closed qualifier tomorrow, and winner of that one will get their spot in the LOOT.BET $50,000 Season 9. And loser for this match and loser for the match tomorrow as well will get nothing. And it's adios, arrivederci.
Let's just hope they get to play Navi Junior on Inferno. Put it that way. Let's hope that one makes it through the map pool, because
Or
that's about the only chance
Mirage.
they're going to be having. Or Mirage, there you go.
Yeah,
One of
well, I
those
mean,
two.
Mirage for a completely different reason, just because they're fun to watch on Mirage.
So,
Not because the other team will have a chance.
of course. That one should be a foregone
Yeah.
conclusion, though. And speaking of, let's take a look at this B rush here, Del Boni. 2 speedy entries coming in already, and nothing from the CTs to answer, even once the Ts reach the site. Just one more left in the water, and, well, he's going to be dead in the water now. Just a big O left, a 1 versus 4 situation, but has downed the bomb, so a little bit of an opportunity to go huge here. Should be going down any second, however, as the T's, all they have to do is peek him at the same time. Even just plant the bomb and force him into the open, and into the open it does force him. Can't even connect with the kill. That's going to be an easy pistol round coming in from the KC Sports side.
Delphoni, I think he picks up two, well, or at least one of them, but when it's just before he gets flashbanged there. And it's enough to really open up the sight. Astralis talent never really had a chance in the round after those first 2 kills. In case they start off a lot stronger than they did on Train, they don't want to be going down 7-0 or 6-0, whichever it was, on that on the first map of Train. And a pause coming through here.
Probably not a tactical one, as usually you don't really talk about tactics on the second round. If the map just began, you kind of have everything set up already for these kinds of situations. Still, though, I hope it isn't lasting too long here, as yeah, the Astralis talent side, they can't really be doing anything here right now, right? They should be going for a straight up eco. The pistols probably not gonna find anything, as DZT on the opposite side already has a Mac 10 in his hands, and yep, still yet to buy one, I believe, should be springing for the Mac 10, allowing him to farm up some money should he find the kills. But yeah, for now, just gonna be waiting for this pause to conclude.
There we go. We are ready to get back going, and Deagle's purchased for that Astralis talent side. They do commit to it, not leaving much in reserve at all. And yeah, a decent spattering of smokes and a few flashbangs, a couple of HEs. They can do some damage with this if they play their cards right. But Case, they'll be looking to ensure that this round goes as smoothly and as cleanly as possible for them. The Brazilians want to try and get off the marks well, and you know, give themselves the best chance going forward. After all, it is a marathon, not a sprint.
Especially on overpass, where they will have to come back here, as if they win this one, the opponent's map pick, the Brazilians should have a easy time there on Dust 2, the third map. given, if history repeats itself. Of course, history never repeats itself, it only rhymes, and I don't know what rhymes with bathrooms, but they have control of it, and Long goes their way as well. Yeps with a nice entry there, a clean headshot, and a few body shots there to connect onto the second player. Does give them quite a bit of control there toward A, and now these B boys, they're gonna have to start scrambling for either control or kills or something to that effect to neutralize the threat coming in, but Case, they're already making their way toward that A bomb site, and it's only Vigo here to receive. Spots them out, gives away his position, however, sees the foot, and, well, that's going to be an easy Mac 10 kill there, but the Deagles still looking for some kills. The Mac 10 also.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to be that close to him on the site, and DZT is just going to keep getting kills with this Mac 10. That's $1,200 earned already on that. And he might be looking for a third kill as well with just Altex on 10 HP. DZT does collect. So more than paying for that Mac 10. Easy. This opening shot from Yeps, just 5-5 Esther. See you in the next round, I guess.
Definitely will be seeing him there, as all players have re-emerged on their respective spawns and will be destined to continue this Groundhog Day-esque nightmare for at least another 13 rounds or 14 rounds, I suppose. We'll be going for a straight-up eco here, the Astralis talent side, and KC Sports executing onto the B-bomb site with not even a CT present. They don't check the barrels, which I am not a fan of, but hey, they don't get punished for it this time, so I'll let it skate.
Boney's just having a bit of a fun time there.
Yeah, gotta pad those stats, man.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You got so many kills on Overpass. Look at the stats. Still, though, they are important.
Yeah, but 8
to
kills were
actually
against pistols.
Should've. I don't even know why. That's my impression of Del Boney. Excellent player. Not like the best on his team necessarily, but that's not even his role, right? Just based
No,
on the eye test, it's kind of the some other 3 players sort of usually destined to get those frags and in positions to do so.
Yeah,
You need
Nissim
role
and
players as well.
DZT generally do pretty well, as well as landing with that AWP, so... Yeah.
And Nixon coming in hot with like the highest rating in his team right now, but still not played that many matches with them. We'll be seeing how this one pans out here. Control toward toilet seems pretty destined because there's a player inside and a player outside of them, so those CTs a little bit disjointed. Meanwhile, on B short, Landon all the way up close with a AWP goes down through the smoke. Altex takes him down. And that's going to be the big green gun out of the game for now. Still one on Void, so that's not even been deployed yet. There you go, DZT. He finds the big green finally. And the bomb will be retrieved and executed toward B seems likely. For now, they are just baiting all of the utility out of the CT side, as the CTs have gone for a counter boost of their own. And, well, they don't find any presence there, but they do find a frag toward Monster. Del Boney goes down.
There you go, though. Caught by the recovered AWP of DZT. Does at least keep Case in this one. They've left with a man disadvantage. That Molotov toward the barrels. Forces Altex out, but he escapes from harm's way. And gives the Astralis talent side more wriggle room. What a Vesta. Probably should have had that. A quick shot from DZT knocks him down. 13 seconds on the clock. Case they need to push in. 10 seconds as a flank, but is there going to be enough time to even get the bomb plant at this rate? He's just going to have to push through a smoke. There's no time for the plant. He's just going to be all about the kills, but he can't quite get them. And Void just about stays alive there. DZT has already ran for the hills, knowing it was all left to his teammate to try and win out that round from behind.
He just pulled the Tarek.
No.
He literally just pulled a Tarek. Sure, he manages to get 1 kill in the end, but that's kind of the infamous clip from recently where Tarek
Yeah.
did kind of the same thing, and, well, unfortunate. Could have won the round right then and there, but can't get the 2-man spray down, and who can blame him, really?
Oh,
That was a
here we go.
Galil. There we go. A 4-man boost and
Ooh.
in time for a kill, but no CTs will be present here. And the train should be coming in 5, 4. There you go. A little bit off the countdown, but close enough. Oh, and close enough for those bullets. Altex gets the kill onto Connector. Opening frag for the Astralis side.
Yeah, that's very nice. Blown open the door. No warning for Nissim there. Just dead. Just dead. The Molotovs, though, are good for case. They allow them to retake short and don't have to worry about many of those angles as they do so. One thing they do need to worry about, though, is trying to equalize the man advantage. But luckily for them, a couple MP9s still on this Astralis talent roster means that long range, they may have the edge in some of these duels. Void with the AWP, though, might be able to try and fight things back. And Astralis talent right now, 3 players towards his B site.
And no real long range duels going to be happening though if they're going to just straight up attack the B bomb site, right? That MP9, it can just hold from water, hide in there, wait for assisting flashes, and then pounce like a puma onto the attacking terrorists. But really, gonna be waiting a little bit while longer here. 24 seconds left, and the CTs are doing a great job holding them back, at least delaying the inevitable. But Yeps and Delboni do find a kill of their own, and from water, the pounce does finally happen here. Nixon finding one of his own. And the bomb already ticking down. A 3v2 situation has come about, and Landon finds a very important kill, and Delboni swings out of short to find one of his own, leaving Nixon in a 1v2. He can pounce all he wants, but I don't think he's going to be getting this one, especially against 2 players. Ready to kill him at once, and there you go, just Delboni required. Didn't even need both. Some good timings coming in here from the retake, and all in all, I was a fan of how they were holding and stalling on the bomb site, but in the end, the kills just don't go their way.
Yeah, it's looking good initially, wasn't it? Charles' talent almost had what they needed, but yeah, case those AKs, the AWP, just about win it out. And are they just gonna run fast through the smoke? Looks like they are. Into the pistols towards B they go, and it's all 5 through Monster, but it's not gonna be all 5 potentially going down in Monster here, as 4 of them have been laid to waste. Only DZT remains. Luckily, he's attacking him through short, so he doesn't have to walk over his teammates, but the first kill he gets is on a player trying to Zeus him.
Wow,
dear.
what a hold. What a crossfire, and then the re-aggression coming in from Vigo. Just a double re-aggression at that.
Yeah.
And the Zeus not very effective this one, but still an excellent round. In case they're going to be a
I
little
mean,
bit flustered by that one, having to go for an eco. 2k to their name, Deagles in their hands, but not much else. No armor on their shoulders.
I just don't
This
know
is
why
go-
you'd just rush B against pistols. It's mental.
It is.
Yeah.
Definitely should have gone for a bit more of a passive setup. Wait for the CT pushes all over the map and then congregate somewhere together with the intention to push. Maybe, even make some presence toward one bomb site and fake it.
Hmm.
But that's not going to be happening in this one. However, they have absolutely nothing to work with, and they are kind of losing players left and right. Oh, just a rush toward B could be good, though. How did they let this happen? The CTs abandoned their stations, and they're going to be paying for it, not just with their lives, but with the ability to, let the opponents plant. That Molotov, ooh, could have been huge there. A double spray down in the flames would have been an absolutely massive swing in their favor, but unfortunately, well, fortunately, if you're Danish, Astralis Talent do pick up this third, and that's going to be KC Sports on the bye once again. And if your life is one big full buy, be sure to head on over to our betting partners at the Loot.BET links below the stream. Get some nice daily quests going, some sign-up bonuses, all that good stuff.
I wish
Give me
my
your
life was a
subscribers.
big force buy. A full buy.
Yeah, exactly. Don't
Things would be
spend
much
anything
easier.
Don't spend anything if you're on an eco, guys. It's pretty
Mm.
bad to lose the money you can't afford to lose. Bet responsibly, 18 plus only. Let's go.
AKs galore in this round. Just two of the 10 guns aren't AKs. It's an M4 for Oltex and the AWP for Void. This case, they're just walking up long right now. Three-man push in this direction. Nobody's going to be watching this right now for Astralis Talent. A very B-heavy setup for them. And Void, he's alone towards A. I think he's just jump spotting by the APC. Has spotted the players out and will call for assistance. But that Molotov buys a little bit of time. Does he push forward of the smoke? No, he doesn't.
But he body blocks it, so now he's got a little bit of a gap there, and it's going to be unexpected, but that's not even going to be mattering as the kills, they're already going Astralis Talent's way. No need for the surprise gap in the smoke, as the long aggression has been shut down handily, the bomb even poking out as the final terrorist, well, other than Yeps, is quite far away, and there you go. After Yeps falls, it's all going to be down to Delboni, who, sure, finds the first, but there's an AWP scoped up on his position. That smoke is not going to be covering him off at all. As soon as he peeks out, his head should be gone, but the CT has abandoned his post, so with 10 seconds left, Delboni needs to die fast or decide to save this AK. Let's see which option he goes for. Oh, winning the round? Okay! Okay, KC Esports find the fifth. That's the mystery third option I didn't even consider, Dan.
It's like a game show.
Door number
Predict the
one, door number
outcome.
two, or door number three?
It's like a game show, but every time you get two options, and it's always just a third random option that's the right one. It's just like, turns out you should have guessed mystery option 3.
Holy man. Well, that was an unexpected win at the end. A little bit of a throw from, well, okay, I'm not going to use that phrase. A little bit of a missed opportunity there for Astralis to get a free
Misplay.
round. All they had to do was get one, one man left alive, play Ring Around the Rosie for an extra 3 seconds, and he win the round. But unfortunately, does not go their way there.
Luckily for Astralis Talent, obviously winning that that pistol round out earlier, they have enough cash for a pretty strong rebuy here. I mean, it's 4 M4s, a FAMAS limited utility at this juncture in the round, though. So for Astralis Talent, they need to play their cards right, and 2 players in towards the bathrooms here. I mean, Void doesn't get flash banged up, but he's certainly going to get collapsed by landing. Yeps is there as well, and there's the A defense just gone.
There you go. So 2 players down already for the Talent side. Will be aggressing here the KC Sports boys toward the A bomb site. And Vigo, the only man here to hold it for now. The rotation's coming in steady towards stairs, however, as he needs to hold this off, get some initial frags, and then set up for the after plant. But it looks like the aggression's going to be coming in already. Molotov on default, finding Yeps. There we go. That's a good start. 3-on-3 now. No
Yeah,
bomb
that denies
down
the
yet.
plant as well.
There you
So
go. It's
20
going to be coming in
seconds.
late. So now Altex is in like a position to get something done here. They didn't expect him to be outstairs already, and he finds the player in front of Bank. Gonna leave it all down to Altex, however, as his backup has died.
He's got to find DZT in the site, and then he'll have to deal with landing, but can't even achieve the first step of that 1v2. Leaves Case with a 6th on the board, and this is looking very, very promising for the Case Esports side. I'll remind you about how things went last time these two teams faced each other a couple of days ago on Overpass. It was a 10-5 half for Astralis Talent on the CT side, and the game ended 16-13. Astralis not looking like they're going to be coming close to 10 rounds here in this first half.
Not so far, no.
Especially with this pistol round.
7th, yeah. So 8 being the highest possible scoreline here for the Astralis Talent side, presumably. But hey, the KC Sports guys, they don't have that much money in the bank, so at least these games are coming close. So maybe we can see something later on, but for now we're just going to be seeing the Brazilians mopping up the Danes in this one. As DZT does actually fall in the end, and Nixon, off the back of that kill, does find, okay then, through the little window on the boost, Vester finds a double dink, and well, he's going to be letting his teammate die due to that door being open, but looking for even more. And that crosshair was dead on the head, but just could not connect. Landon too fast with the AWP into the torso, gets the kill. And the 3-7 scoreline here. Looking quite dangerous for the Danes. As if
Hmm.
they don't win overpass, need to remind you, we are going to Dust 2, where Case Esports look absolutely sick, especially if they can get the right players online.
And as well, Void has been a man for Astralis talent who, with the AWP in previous games, has been opening rounds consistently for his team. This time, hasn't really had much chance with the up, and when he has had the up, has had almost no impact with it. At least not early rounds, anyway.
Hmm.
So that's just something to consider.
Well, the opening frag once again goes the way of Case Esports. Now, what can Astralis do here to shut them down? The map control already huge. All over the map, it seems. Long here, Void with it all to handle. A 2 versus 1 situation with no backup coming in from A is going to be quite difficult. I think he's going to be counting his lucky stars they threw a molly because oh no, no, he's not going to be lucky about those mollies. Straight onto him, of course, leaving him trapped in the corner. What initially seemed like it was holding the terrorists back has become a prison. And that's going to be a devastating frag coming in for KC Sports as Astralis talent whittled down to 3. Vigo has to go huge to equalize the score a little bit. Finds one on to balloons and is actually allowed to fall back. But no, there you go. The op shot connects just in the nick of time. All text through long can't quite equalize the situation, and this is starting to look quite hopeless for the Astralis boys.
A lot of dry peaks coming through.
And connecting.
Yeah, and, well, Vesta, he's pushing through a smoke, has collected Yeps, who is not allowed to get towards the bank, won't be able to cash his money in. And that nade towards the backside does a reasonable damage towards Nissim as well. A third of his HP gone. Makes life a little bit easier for Vesta, but has to watch out for Landon as well, who's positioned over by Short with that AWP, and now left in the 1v1. That flashbang might allow the peek as Landon, he gets completely blinded up, but Vesta, he doesn't actually take the fight. 3 kills from in this round. 10 seconds about to come through on the bomb. That means no chance for the round. As he's not on it, he's trying to find the frag.
Oh,
He actually tinks Landon up as well.
no
But it's,
time, however.
yeah,
Like,
but it's,
even if he got the kill.
yeah, no kit, no time. An Admiral attempt for Vesta might have just been better to cut his losses as the 10 seconds came through. But he wanted to go for the frag. He wanted to try and take as much economy away from Case, because you can see it's not in a great position. Landon obviously has that
Exactly.
AWP, but, I mean, Nissim's the only one with much cash left.
So Astralis on the precipice of these like important wins all of the time, just getting it down to the final man almost every round. So KC Sports economy can't have a chance to flourish, but if you can't actually find the rounds, that counts for nothing, I'm afraid. So in this one, they are going to be echoing, just looking for the frags with Deagles. A long push coming in, assisted by a player from the
Ooh.
back. Vester will be finding the first kill, and he can even pick up a rifle off the back of that. That's going to be some very deep control here from the CTs, allowing them perhaps to stack the B bomb site if they're not too worried about connector at this juncture. The bomb seems to be wanting to go toward the curly letter here. As, yeah, out of monster they go, and the defense sort of slides away toward ABC. They realize the error of their ways now, heading straight into water. A little bit delayed, but still will be good to hold them back. I say that the grenades land and all text goes down.
Case just swinging this back into their favor, despite that opening kill for Vesta, who might still find more. Never mind, Landon has read his number and taken him down, leaving just his 2 Deagle teammates, who are still putting a bit of hurt on Case, but, I mean, it's just not a winnable round. As much as you can try, you will succumb to those AKs, and 9 on the board for Case. A pause coming through, one that Astralis talent really, really need.
And those loot bet odds. Not looking too optimistic here for the Astralis talent side. We kind of saw the same
No,
treatment on Train, but for the Brazilians, right?
for sure.
Because the betters, they know what happens when we go to Dust 2. They know the Case boys, they can come online, and come online they did already on Overpass unexpectedly, as their money still not the best. So Astralis talent with a bit of a last chance here to bring things back on their CT side. Still, they can get a 6-9 score line. Technically possible and definitely doable. Void has the AWP, so no more excuses. Oh my gosh, Altex and another player going for the aggressive peak, getting 2 frags of their own, and then a third one coming in from the guy in the back, leaving Case Esports a man down very early into the round.
Yeah, Vigo actually, I think, killed his teammate in the process there for that frag. A worthwhile trade. This has been the greatest trade deal in the history of trade deals.
Maybe ever.
I receive your corpse. You receive my teammate's corpse.
That meme format, man. Why is it just a picture of Keanu?
The greatest one I ever saw do you know? Oh, it's an Apex meme. Apex
Oh, well,
Legends.
I
I,
don't
I,
know.
don't, I
I
don't know.
don't
I don't know
know
if I can really
Apex
bring
memes,
it to this
unfortunately.
broadcast. It's probably going to go over people's heads, so I'll leave it.
Yeah, let's just focus on Vester
Yeah.
getting this nice flank here. The bomb should be good to be going down, but the
Oh,
speedy flank not even going to be needed. Vigo through the smoke, of course. And there you go. Vester in the end does find the player exposed very much in the water as he needed to be. He needed to hide from the heaven position, and unbeknownst to him, a player in Monster was trained on his head already, as the bomb will get defused, and this is something of a start for the Danes, right? At least they can get a fifth round here potentially, and then the sixth should they win it. And KC Sports, not with a lot of money for the last one should they lose this. So very pivotal now for Astralis to get these rounds and then the pistol round, and then we can sort of start talking about them winning on Overpass again, especially if they can perform on the T side.
yeah, but still a bit of work to do, as you say.
Exactly.
And certainly their economy isn't in a great position yet, so they can't really afford many players to go down. They need to find some clean cut rounds. And with the ult for Void, maybe he can start getting things going his way, because it's been a difficult game for him so far. Right now, I think he's on 2 kills. Yeah, 2 and 10 right now. As the AWP for the team on Overpass, you cannot be hitting those sorts of numbers. You need to be getting more for his team, and if he can come online, then Astralis talent could very quickly swing this into their favor. Bathroom set up though.
Two. Yeah, bathroom setup very dangerous, especially if you're only one player there to attack them, right? Easy pickings unless some sort of terrorist swarm comes in. Those guys from Long, they can push toward A, and it'll force those bathroom players away while the lurk player maybe can mop them up. Though he does give away his position, not that much of a lurk here if you're going to be doing that, as A is under attack, but that lurk on toilets seems to be in danger. There you go. Oh, come on, Void. Oh, come on,
Oh,
Void. Okay, he
that's...
does. They do pick him up in the end, and the attack from Long does get shut down. So, frustrating performance aside, a great round for Astralis nonetheless.
Yeah, he did pick up a kill afterwards, though, at least. So there's something. But yeah, that's...
I was like so waiting for him to like just
Yeah.
go for it, but he wouldn't.
Yeah. Oh, dear. You can see the disparity here between the top performers for each of these sides. Vigo having a solid game for Astralis, but the rest of the team just not there. But Void, this might be a chance for a nice opening. Can't hit the shot. It was a little tight angle, just the shoulder shown, but doesn't connect nonetheless. And now Case, they have connector control. poor plays in Connect as well. Look at the weaponry here in the final round of this half. It's a single Galil for DZT, 4 Deagles alongside it, and right now 2 flashbangs and a single molly to try and get into a site. There just isn't much utility or much weaponry, but Void with the AWP has finally opened a round for his team. But is it too little too late as they push forward? He's just going to have to fall away. Vigo is there for assistance, and he'll mop up 3. Vigo having a great game as well. He's looking for the 4th, but it's Vesta from behind who will close it down as Astralis Talently do manage a 6th there on the CT side. Not the performance they'd hoped for, but there's life at the end of that half, and there's life going into their T half.
Certainly the best case scenario here, at least. So if they can manage to get the pistol round, it's already, well, and converted, of course, which is never a foregone conclusion on overpass, especially. They can definitely still give us a show here. And come on, man, Vigo, he's been like performing quite well for his side.
Oh yeah.
Just many. I can't really remember in the previous matchups if he was really a standout player for them. I know he had some highlights, but I can remember highlights from almost every player on the Astralis talent side. Definitely a good roster so far to watch, at least. Any of these players can pop off, and looks like it's Vigo's turn today. The LOOT.BET odds sort of stabilizing just that little bit, right?
Yeah, they've swung a
But
little bit
still,
more to favor, or a little bit more to not so greatly favor KC Esports, I should say. And Charlotte's Talent, they're just going super aggressive. They want to catch this A defense off guard. Void leading the charge, hoping to catch a player initially. Well, there's going to be a very, very quick flank coming through. Void and Vigo, they'll pick up 1 apiece. Nice shot
okay.
from Delboni, though.
Yeah, the retake is going to be quite crucial here. Delboni has to go huge,
No!
and there he goes! Finds 2, and then the third also just has to stay alive here. Altex, sure, he picked up a USP, but can he deny the bomb plant? Maybe. Finds the first. The second should be a lot easier now that no one is covering him. He can just play Ring Around the Rosie here all day. Delboni, he did so much work for this round, but will it be too little, too late? Yes, it will. Delboni, you needed to find a 4th man there. I'm sorry, man. The
Not
only
often
way
you
your
say
team
that.
was going to be winning that one.
Those
But yeah, no, just a
shots.
fantastic performance. Yes. And
The
this one in the
second
middle
one.
of the air.
Oh!
Yes. Just can't get the one that's in midair, and that's going to be
Yeah.
like fatal because it's such a good afterplant. And there you go. Oh no, I thought it was actually a 3 in a row, but Landon, of course, with the most AWP shots, well, kills.
I mean, just a P250 and a Deagle into this round for Case means that Astralis Talent should have no worries closing down an 8th and closing the gap to Case Esports. And this is exactly what they needed on their T side. A strong start, a strong close on towards these Case Esports players. The initial kill going their way. Oh no, please don't do this, Astralis Talent. Delboni with the pistols is magnificent. 2 quick kills for the Deagle. Leaves Vigo all alone. And with 88 HP and AK in his hands, he can still close this round down. No armor for these Case Esports players, but there's just too many of them. There's the first DZT collected. Makes life a little bit easier for him, but Nissim is pushed through, connects, and might just catch him off guard here. But actually, Vigo, he'll decide better off this, and that might be for the better.
Well, he does give information away in that sense. Doesn't know it, but now they can expect him toward A all day, every day of the week. Peppers him from far away, but the P shooter not good enough for a kill. And, well, Vigo, he's going to watch out there. There you go, gets fragged finally. Yeah, so Delboni going huge 2 rounds in a row here. Finally works out for his team, however, as the rest of the teammates chime in as well. And this is starting to look like a devastating start for the Danes, as they'll have to invest into this one with armor and deagles across the board.
That is tragic. But do you remember as well, Astralis won a similar round in the first half, so it swings around. Swings and roundabouts, as they say. But yeah, 5 Deagles in this one. They've gone all in, the Astralis talent side. And KC Esports, they didn't even really have much in that round. It was a single Deagle for Delboni, a few USPs, and I think a single P2 Fiddy. So yeah, there really wasn't any investment. You can see for Landon, a
Exactly.
bit of extra cash even after getting the AWP up. I think it was dropped it over.
So still plenty of money to work with should they lose this one. At least they have to save a few players left alive, but getting ahead of ourselves again. An exchange of kills happening for the initial state as Astralis talent will have the favor going forward. Traditionally, still at a disadvantage because they don't have the guns or the utility necessary to get anything done. But a B execute could be quite dangerous. A player on either side, though, one on the left, one on the right. It's going to be a difficult crossfire to deal with as they just can't get in on this bomb site. The M4 is too strong and the Deagles can't connect. 2 players go down, sure, but KC Sports keeping 3 players alive here. It's going to be very good for their economy. And Astralis down on their luck. Gonna have to save on this one. And if you want to save some money, use code Porto on Loot.BET. Get some sign-up bonuses. I believe they match you for $100.
This is, yeah, a difficult game now for Astralis. Astralis talent, rather, because, yeah, DZT is just going to have a bit of a farm. It's like a cobblestone generator in connector. But instead of cobblestone, it's just frags. Very, very clean round coming through. Nobody goes down for
Yes.
Case. DZT finds 4 on the MP9. That's a nice set of cash in his back pocket. Actually, 3 on the MP9, 1 on the P2K. Still pretty decent money.
And cobblestone goes down about as fast as those terrorists did. The MP9 melting them like butter there. The tight choke points coming in as Astralis talent. They will have a full buy in this one. AWP on Void. Let's see if he can be the master of entries as he usually is, but don't count on it in this one. This B execute, usually the rifles go first. Well, the grenades go first in any sense. Vester flashed on his exit and had 2 players lined up, but didn't pull the trigger. And now the defense getting some nice kills, leaving this in a 2 versus 2, actually, as the reflex are pretty strong, but Landon prepared with the AWP angle. Takes care of Vigo, all down to Void here. Usually has to get the entries. Now the clutch is in his hands as the smoke will be going down and the bomb right on inside it. But inside the smoke still, Void likes to play the criminal, as it were. Knows there should be someone on short, and that's going to be his window of opportunity. Get the kill, the speedy scope coming in hot, and now the tripwire shot set up toward Monster. He can just set himself up on a wide-ish angle and find the kill. DZT, he tried to bait out the shot, but all the KZ skills in the world don't mean you're safe from Void's AWP. He goes down.
I mean, fair play, Void. He's had a tough game. But, I mean, clutches out a 1v2. So, that'll keep Astralis in this one and potentially allow them to get themselves a little bit closer because it's gun rounds galore for both teams. I mean, limited utility for the T side, though. Case, they've got plenty to work with. But a FAMAS for DZT, a little bit of a compromise on the weaponry front.
For sure. Heavy presence toward B in this one. 4 players for KC Sports. Expecting some early attack, and I guess Astralis talent, they've been hitting B so much they expect it now and early on, at least fighting for this short control. And once B short is in their hands, well, after this kill especially, they know if there's no other presence, that was the lurk player, right? Usually
Mm.
that's the setup you go for as the T's. So a nice little rotation toward A was, of course, much needed. They will be executing toward long, as we can see, and all the CTs, they're going to be ready for it. 2 players down in toilet, so even if through long you manage to execute onto A, you're going to be having players on both sides of you, and no real good after plants to go for. The toilets being the best place to go after planting the C4. But Landon, abandoning his position for now. Really could have used him here on long to jump spot at least, give them some early info. Decides to go toward Optimus instead, where he should be good for at least one. There you go. Even throws down a smoke to create some space. And some frags, as it turns out. Yep's chiming in as well, leaving Void in a 1v4 situation, but no clutcheroni this time. Void can't get it done every round, and that is going to be a 13th for KC Sports with not that much money on the Astralis talent side.
This is looking like Case's game now. I suspect overpass probably going to come pretty quickly for them. It's limited weaponry for the Astralis talent side. Should be 14 for Case, and then it's all going to come down to the following gun round. As Dust 2 looks ever so likely right now. This is especially after Case. They lost their own pick of Train. Overpass, this is a bit of a rematch compared to last time these two teams played. And they're just going to push forward of the utility there. In front of the smokes they go. And yet, he's only good for one. His teammates now need to try and mop up the rest of the frags towards this A site. But DZT will do exactly that. One by one, they feed him just a succulent Chinese meal. And DZT gets free.
That's a good reference. A classic. But yeah, DZT going huge here from the peekaboo corner. Just finding so many. Not like Astralis talent really had a choice going into that one, but you know. Still, what did they do? Pray for overtime and save here? I guess that's the order of the day. Just
Yeah.
gonna be Glocks and a single deagle on all techs. Had a little bit of extra money and he decides to spend it in this way. A nice little group up coming in toward the middle area, and yeah, player in connector as well. They will be taking short A for sure. DZT going to be holding long until then, but not that important in the long run as the real action is here towards short. Void, a nice Glock dink, and he manages to find a kill all on his own. He lost the Glocks.
That's a little outrageous, but it shouldn't mean the round in any way. Case should still be able to close this one down, especially with DZT firing on all cylinders towards long care. He should be able to lock it and stock it. As Vesta, he will eat lead as well. Dalboni chimes in with a few of his own, doesn't want to get left out. And there you go, map point for Case. As Astralis talent, they sit 7 behind.
And that's quite a bit of a road to go down, right? So many rounds in a row required, and then it's still overtime.
Yeah.
And they don't want to go on to Dust 2. They know it doesn't spell success if they go there, but DZT does fall, so that gives them a chance in this one. The opening frag going the way of the T's as B short control is established. And wallbangs are going to be good for some damage from Dalboni.
Just keep walking into it.
Yeah, it's just the standard spray toward the tunnel entrance. I don't know why they thought they were safe there, but they do lose a player now. Vigo goes down, and the counter boost also coming in with no information gained, and Dalboni, there you go, is patient enough to actually find the frag. Ooh, even finds a second? I didn't even register that there was a player there, and this guy saw him without X-ray? Come on, man. Just brutal. An excellent play going in here towards short, and that would be cutting off Astralis talent at the knees.
Yeah, this looks over. 2v4, 1v4. It's Void all alone. And Cyclops mode, he'll try and find a frag. Knows there's a player over towards Connector. Might be trying to collect onto him, but that is Yeps, and he's just going to find the perfect timing as Void starts pushing. So Case, they do find a 16th. 16 to 8.